figuring out how much to charge clients can be tricky for the newly self-employed. It's not really just a finger in the air decision. There's many factors that can play a part, including how much experience you have, the size of the project, and how much money your client's actually willing to part with. All of this differs from freelancer to freelancer, but in this video we're going to explain the things that you need to think about when deciding how much to charge. Before we crack on, don't forget to check out the other videos in our Take the Leap series designed to simplify self-employment and help you get your business up and running. We'd also strongly recommend liking and subscribing to our channel so that you can get more jargon-free tips to help you succeed. So now, let's take the leap and help you get paid the rate you're really worth. Okay, so first things first. When you're thinking about how much to charge, you need to consider the level of experience that you're bringing to the table. Naturally, freelancers who just start out probably won't be able to charge as much as someone who's been in the game for longer, because there's going to be an assumption that you just don't have the same level of knowledge, expertise or experience. But your skills are still valuable, so while you'll understandably be feeling a little bit modest, be careful not to devalue yourself by chronically undercharging from the outset, or even being pressured into working for, say, exposure. Now, a great starting point when navigating how much to charge clients is to actually think about the ideal amount of money you'd like to earn. So let's give you an example. Let's say you're aiming to take home £30,000 and are looking for roughly 225 days of the year, discounting weekends and 28 days holiday. So by dividing 30,000 by 225, you'd end up with a day rate of £133 per day, right? Well, it's a start and a good ballpark figure, but you'll need to also allow plenty of days where you'll be doing other things that are essential, such as business admin, finding and chasing up leads perhaps, the stuff nobody's actually paying you to do. These are sometimes referred to as non-billable days. Now, it's a good idea to consider how much of this you'll be doing before figuring out a more realistic day rate. You also need to consider other expenses such as saving towards a pension, insurance, and having some spare cash handy just in case you fall ill, for example. Once you have your day rate, you can actually break this down even further and calculate your ideal hourly rate by dividing your day rate by the number of hours you want to work each day. However much you decide to charge clients, just remember that any income you make will be subject to taxation. Now, our personal tax estimator can tell you more about what you'll be expected to pay based on your individual circumstances. You'll also need to factor in other general costs such as rent, utility bills, supplies, and equipment if necessary. Just remember that some of these costs are counted as business expenses, meaning that you actually subtract them from your profits and therefore pay less tax. Now, if you are new to this, we have popular Take the Leap videos on this subject for both sole traders and for limited companies, so be sure to check those out as well. So now that you've calculated your day rate, you need to decide how you're actually going to go about charging your clients. The first thing to do is think carefully about what they're asking of you. For example, if a client comes to you and needs you to groom their dog, think carefully about exactly what that would involve. How big is the dog? Do they need their nails clipping or a full cut, wash and dry? How much of your time is it actually going to take? Are you able to work from home or do you have to travel? Consider whether you're better off charging per hour or for the project as a whole. Some types of work will result in different types of charges. For example, if the client needs someone to write some blog posts for them, are you better off charging per word or per hour? With written content, you should really think about what's actually going to benefit you the most. Can you rattle off 1,000 words on a topic inside a couple of hours, say? Then charge per word. If the project is likely to take many hours or even days to complete, charge per hour. Sometimes it might seem like the client holds all of the cards when it comes to agreeing pay. Many clients will already have a figure in mind, so negotiating isn't always the first skill you think you'll need to learn when you go freelance, but it's definitely a good one to have. Now, there are a few basic ways to help improve your negotiating skills. Do your research. Know your market. Find out the typical rates for your field, your local area, and your level of experience. Don't be afraid to ask and dig around. When pay becomes a taboo subject, it usually ends up keeping rates low. So if possible, speak to people in your network about what they charge, but remember they might not always be willing to reveal their actual rates. Ask high. You should be the first person to mention a figure, and you should start as high as you can justify, and have your reasoning to back it up. Why? Because it means you can set reference points. You will get a better end result if you negotiate down from £100 per hour than if you try to negotiate from £50 upwards. You can always call the fee negotiable if you're concerned that it is too high. Show value. Customers will pay higher rates if they see the extra value gained from doing so. For example, you can point to case studies where you've delivered the client's exact requirements and proven good value for money. Now hopefully this short and sweet video has given you some idea of where to begin when figuring out how much to charge. If you do need more help managing your finances, Crunch has the perfect combination of online accounting software and built-in experts that you can talk to help simplify your self-employment further. Like and subscribe to our channel for more helpful tips on making your business a success, and we'll see you next time on Take the Leap.